All right, this is Master Marks, and I'm coming back with another mother. Yeah, live video. Today's video is, of course, sponsored by all of the sponsors in the Discord and the people who send money to the Master Marks Cash App. We are currently running a $50 donation for next month's videos, doing a custom live video for your boy Marcus Brown. So if y'all want to help out Marcus Brown so he can get his beloved video in regards to Mercedes Monet, because he loves her so much, Cash App us $Master Marks. If we reach $50, we will drop the video for Marcus. And also his birthday is coming up next month too, so that's another thing. Today's video is simply titled The Truth About Femi. The truth. The truth about Femi. Now listen, y'all already know how y'all know Femi right now has the potential to come up to the main roster and have a run as a African American on the same level as Brock Lesnar. He has the same potential. The guy has the look, the size, the charisma. The fans love him. The women adore him. He wears Versace shirts. He talks on the mic well. He has a very big confidence in his character. And honestly, in the ring, he's a fucking dog. So when it comes to the truth about him, I hear a lot of people say things. First of all, to those out there in the world who think that Femi has no charisma, put the crack pipe down. Stop smoking crack. Stop it. Put the methamphetamines down. Stop smoking meth. Femi is the future of WWE. Unlike in AEW over there where they use all of their future stars to job out to Orange fucking Cassidy. Orange Cassidy, that's crazy. Whew. Yikes. Femi is the future of WWE, as well as Braun Breaker, as well as Jacob Fatu. Could you imagine the big money match of Femi versus Roman Reigns? Femi versus Jacob Fatu. Femi versus Braun Breaker. Femi versus Drew McIntyre. Femi versus Gunther. Could you imagine all of the big money matches you could put Femi in? Now, this is something that I want my panel, who usually talk about this, to understand. Though I may say Femi is the future of WWE, the future isn't today or tomorrow. It's the future. He's still very young. He's not green. He's actually more of a presence, and no offense to Jay Cargill, but he's more of a presence mic-wise, charisma-wise, and he doesn't need anybody more than Jay Cargill. Now, this is not no disrespect to Jay Cargill. I know coming from AEW is like restarting your whole entire wrestling career over. I get that. I get that. That's usually why you see a lot of guys that come over from AEW and they go on the main roster of WWE and they deal with injuries early. CM Punk and Cody Rhodes both dealt with that thing. So what they do to kind of keep Jade Cargill out of that same cycle is to get her more familiar with the crowd, get her more familiar with the mic. They put her with Bianca, and it works. But as far as in NXT, Femi is the future. He don't need a challenge for the championship right now. What Femi needs to do, he needs to go after Trick. Now, this is the problem I have with the Femi situation. I feel like Tony D is a credible wrestler. His character is good. Tony D is good on the mic. But I would not have had Tony D pin Femi. I know you can lose in the business of wrestling. I know you can. But I would rather have Femi have that belt, the NXT World Championship or NXT Championship, and then lose with that versus losing with the North American Championship, because now he's taking a pin that he really didn't need to take. Now, once again, nobody is invincible. Nobody is unstoppable. The Undertaker has been beaten at WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar has been beaten. They stopped Brock Lesnar at a point in time. But if you're going to push a guy as the next big thing, the next animal, to be honest, the replacement for Bobby Lashley, because we know that's what Femi really is, a replacement for Bobby Lashley. And he's better on the mic, more charisma. And trust me, I still love Bobby Lashley, even though he took his ass to AEW and he's now considered a jobber to me. But he's going to be the person that stands in that spot for Bobby Lashley. Dominant African-American man who can hold that belt and go toe-to-toe with Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. So he deserves that spot. What I will say is, as someone who keeps calling me about going to the gym, even though I already have a fucking gym, stop calling me Anytime Fitness. I don't want to talk to y'all. What I will say is that Oba is not green and he doesn't really need a lot of work. He just needs time in the business. The more time he gets, the more chances he gets, the more people see him, the more people get to know him, the more people get to understand him. He will be a star on the main roster, and he will sell merch. He will be a fan favorite. He will be someone that's dominant, but, and this is a mistake that MVP made in my eyes, MVP's biggest mistake is going to AEW. With him going to AEW, that now put Femi in a situation where, there aren't any African-American managers that can, roll with Oba. But Oba don't really need a manager. He doesn't. There is not one guy in the business right now that is more ready and more prepared to be a star in WWE, more prepared than Femi. Not one. Braun Breaker is up there, yeah, of course, but he's already on the main roster. I like Trick Williams, but there is something missing in Trick Williams, which I will say, we love Trick. Trick he's an interesting talent. He's got a good look, got a good persona, got a good character, decent mic skills. But if I'm being honest with y'all, as much as I love Trick is corny as fuck. I'm sorry. I have to say that. The way he comes off is he comes off like a black guy that has never been in the hood, that tries to act a little hood, and say things like, oh yeah, you could come to the cookout. Cody Rhodes is not invited to the motherfucking cookout. Stop fucking saying that. He's a blonde bitch. He ain't invited to no motherfucking cookout. Quit saying that shit, man. Quit saying that. He can't come to my cookout. Take his motherfucking blonde hair ass over to Vegeta cookout. Or Marcus's cookout, where they eat pig feet. And fucking hot dogs and hamburgers and pig feet and nacho cheese and chili cheese pig feet and shit. He can't come to my cookout. That's the only problem with Trick, though. Trick is really corny. He's really corny. And as the years go by, Trick will understand things a little bit more. Because right now, like last year, I was saying that Trick had an edge over Carmelo. But when I looked at Carmelo last week on SmackDown, for a guy that's a little bit smaller, that motherfucker is ready. He ready. Carmelo Hayes, the aura that Carmelo Hayes... oh, shit. Hold on. Good Lord. Hold on, y'all. The aura that Carmelo Hayes has is different. It's different. It's different. He's different, dog. He's different. And now we get to see Trick on his own. I noticed that Trick just needs an edge. He needs to stop being so corny. I think I wouldn't mind seeing Trick as a heel. Trick could be a heel, and I think he'd do a good job as a heel. My bad, y'all. So back to the video. So Obafemi is ready, and the truth about him is there is nothing negative you can say about him. You can't say, like, I heard some rumblings around in the wrestling community that, a male has said Oba was a jobber and he wasn't attractive and he wasn't handsome and he didn't look good. And I'm just like, wait a minute, bro. Wait a minute. This man is a genetic freak, ginormous dude. You know what I'm saying? Black women are going to like Obafemi. Just because white women don't like him don't mean the black women ain't going to like him. Black women going to be like, oh, that motherfucker going to pull that stick out on me. That brick out on me. That beefcake out on me. That's what a black woman going to say when she see Obafemi. So saying that he's not attractive, that's kind of weird to me. Like, listen, bro. There aren't a lot of guys in the business that are like Obafemi. Young, pick the game up really fast, and can go in the ring. You rarely find a talent like that. The talents you find like that, Batista wasn't young when he came in. Imagine if Batista was young when he would have came in, like 24. He would have been a monster. But you rarely find talents like that. Batista, Randy, Brock, Cena, Roman, Seth. Guys like that who are really, even Bray. Guys like that, Cody, whatever, fuck it. I'll say your blonde bitch's name. Y'all, here y'all go. Cody Rhodes. When you're young and you can kind of pick up the game. Early in Cody Rhodes' career, he wasn't great. He was kind of shitty, I'm going to be honest. The smoke and mirror shit was cool. Dashing, undashing Cody Rhodes are really fire. Hopefully, there's some psycho shit that happens when Cody turns a heel. Once Cody turns a heel, I might fuck with him. I might not. But you rarely find a guy that's just like a genetic fucking freak. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at a guy like Brock Lesnar, and then you look at Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi. If Brock loses the match, he retires. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi? If Brock loses, he retires? Big money match. That's as big as Jade Cargill versus Bianca. Bianca Belair versus Charlotte Flair. Those are big matches. But Obafemi, he's, like I said, he's still a young guy, man. So I was talking to somebody, and somebody was saying that Obafemi should go to the main roster, and I'm just like, no. He don't need to be on the main roster. He don't need to be in front of everybody yet. He needs more exposure on the CW. He needs a run with the NXT Championship. He is the person that can send Trick to SmackDown. And Trick can go feud with whoever he feud with. Now, do I think Trick should be sent to SmackDown? I think Trick Williams, it would benefit him being on Raw. Because you don't want Trick Williams to get too dependent on Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes needs to do his own thing. And I tell y'all all the time, when it comes to the World Heavyweight Championship, you have to be a heavyweight in my eyes. It don't have to be in your eyes. You can have your own personal opinion. You do not have to think like Uncle Master Marks. That is, you are entitled to your opinion. In my eyes, to be the heavyweight champion, you need to be a heavyweight. And I'm going to change my heavyweight limits. I'm going to give it 215 to 250. 215 and up. We'll go 215 and up. I even dropped it down a little bit. So when you look at a guy like Trick Williams, he would be a guy that would be an asset to be a heavyweight champion on Raw, as well as Femi. But I do not think they should put Femi on SmackDown, because at a point in time, Roman is going to Raw. Cody, we'll see what Cody does. But SmackDown's going to need some more players. And a guy like Femi, a guy like Carmelo Hayes, a lot of those guys will come in clutch. Even Roxanne Perez, she's going to come in clutch for the SmackDown women's division. Something for Tiffany to do. A lot of shit. Right? Stephanie Bakura possibly in the future. Julia will go to Raw and be with the Kabuki Warriors. Y'all fucking know how that's going to go. They will be the greatest Japanese women's wrestling stable that probably ever came around. I'll say that. That's what I will say. The stable of Asuka, Kairi Sane, Io Sky, and Julia will go down as the greatest women's stable of Japanese wrestlers. I will say that. Delta, don't talk to me about no fucking Delta. I don't even know who the fuck that is, bro. Do not talk to me about Delta on NXT. I'm not worried about Delta right now. But yeah, Femi is a star, man. He has everything you need to have to be successful. The guy has a bright future. He just needs to stay away from bullshit. Don't let people get in your ear. Keep your confidence high, but not to the point where you become psychotic and narcissistic. Do not text people. Do not call people. If you got fans that's younger that hit you up that want to be your friend, don't talk to them. Because we seen what happened to another talent that was African-American that had some promise in the future and was even backed up by John Cena and Hulk Hogan, which we're talking about Velveteen Dream here. Which, I'll be honest, man, if Velveteen Dream was a pedophile, y'all niggas know I'm not going to fuck with the dude. But when you look at the paperwork, and the paperwork come out that the nigga was found not guilty and the police never even pressed any charges, you got to take it for what it is. Now, if you're a real pedophile, I'll walk up to you and fire on you. But sometimes in the situations, Velveteen Dream was just being a little too stupid. I'll be honest with you. He was being too kind, being too friendly, talking to people too much. And that's the type of shit that gets you in trouble when you have a future. He ruined his future by talking too much and being in whatever kind of shit he's in. And, you know, we really don't know the full story with that. It could have been other shit. But from what we seen paperwork-wise, he was not guilty. If he was guilty, I'd tell you guilty. Like Diddy going to jail. Diddy going to jail. He walk around with syringes. Listen, somebody text me today. Look, I know this video long. Look, it's almost a 20-minute video. Marcus going to love this. Somebody texted me today and told me that P. Diddy was walking around with a syringe filled with GHB and Plan Bs. Nigga's a monster, bro. Get that nigga Diddy in a jail cell. Diddy better have his cheek. Hey, Diddy, look. Diddy, I'm going to tell you something right now. You lucky that nigga Fleece Johnson is not still in jail. Because if you like your booty poked, Fleece Johnson would have got you right, Diddy. He would have did it. He would have bent you over quicker than a motherfucker. But I'm getting off the topic of the video. And like I was saying, the truth about Femi is the dude is a star. He is the future of WWE. And he's going to be very successful. He's young, gifted, talented, charismatic, good size, good talent in ring. And the ladies going to love him. Black women are going to go crazy over Femi. Shouts out to the... Oh, shit. Shouts out to the master... God damn, what the fuck wrong with my brain? Shout out to the mass line, the AEW Pack Smokers, and the Day One Doggy Bones. Leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me... Oh, my God. I'm over here looking at this damn squirrel that keep approaching my car. That's why I'm fucked up. Like I was saying, shout out to the AEW Pack Smokers, the Master Marks Militia, and the Day One Doggy Bones. Make sure you leave a comment in the comment section. Tell us if you hate us. Tell us if you love us. Tell us what you think about Femi. Tell us what your opinion is. Keep getting ready for more of these videos because we do have more videos going to drop sometime this week. Shouts out to the AEW Pack Smokers, the Master Marks Militia, and the Day One Doggy Balls. I don't know what the hell is wrong with my talking today. I'm talking like fucking Terry the Pterodactyl. Fuck Tony Khan. Fuck AEW. Shouts out to the AEW Pack Smokers and Master Marks Militia. We might be on stream tonight. I don't know. I'm off.
Cash right now.